Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. I'm very excited today to have our program, and before we get started I want to thank TV47, Robert, especially for all they do to help us put these programs on, to let the community know about activities in our area, activities at the library, and different events related to us. That's what we're talking about today. Sheri Smith is joining me. She is the program manager for the Bridges program at SAFE. Thank you, Sheri, for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
Great. Now, we'll talk about what SAFE is, what Bridges is. I think most everybody knows about SAFE. Surely, I hope y'all are such a wonderful agency here in town. Tell us about yourself, Sheri. I know you're a former school teacher.
I am. I have lived in Sylacauga since 1961, grew up here, graduate of Sylacauga High School, went to Jacksonville State University and taught 28 years of elementary education here in Sylacauga.
Great, great. So now you're retired,
yes,
but still working.
But still working for SAFE.
That's right, that's right. Well, tell us what is the Bridges after school program at SAFE?
The Bridges After School program is basically an after-school program, but it's unique in that I think we strive to meet all the needs of the children. We try to make sure there's a safe place that they can go, caring adults to take care of them, a healthy start, educational opportunities, and a willingness to volunteer.
It is a wonderful program. I'll have to say, my daughter Allison, when I went to work at the library about almost 9 years ago, Allison came to Bridges.
Yes.
She, it was just a good fit for her. It kept her from going home alone, I think. She would come and she absolutely loved it. She loved Miss Gail. Miss Dorinda would call out spelling words and things like that and help her. She'd say, "Mama, please don't come get me till 5:30 because Miss Gail's going to call my test out, you know, because I've got a semester test coming up."
Right.
So it is a wonderful program. I think it's great. What ages can go to?
Well, we have 3 21st century grant programs.
Right.
At this time, we have one with Sylacauga City Schools that is located at Indian Valley School, but it serves Indian Valley, Pinecrest, and Nichols Lawson, grades K through 8 there.
Right.
We have one at Talladega County for the Comer students, and we serve grades 1 through 6 there. And then we have one at Talladega City School System at Houston Elementary, and we serve grades 1 through 6 there.
All right, that's a lot of children.
It is a lot of children. Our target is
great.
75 students at each location, and most of the locations have reached their 75.
That's great. That's great. Now, do they meet every day?
We meet Monday through Friday, from the time school's out until 5:30 is pickup time. During that time, we serve them a light supper. We help them with homework, and we have some sort of an enrichment activity.
Right.
We have music coming in, dance coming in, art, STEM activities, Kid Fit, which is a fitness program to get them moving.
Right.
The library comes in and helps us out there too. So we have a lot going on.
A lot of good people who partner with you.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoy coming. Today I'm supposed to go to Indian Valley to do the younger children, a program for them, and it's always so much fun. They're just great. I enjoy I get to share books with them and some other things, so it's a lot of fun. Is there a charge for this?
There is. We charge $7.50 a week for just to help cover the cost. The school systems, all 3, partner with us so that they provide us the facilities as part of their partnership, so that is great, and our principals are wonderful to work with to allow us into their buildings and their all their rooms, their gyms, their libraries, different things like that.
That's great. That's great. I know that's the kids just have a great time. I know when I go, I enjoy seeing them. How long has Bridges been around?
Bridges began in 2004 with our 21st Century grants. And then we have continued on. We started at First Baptist Church, and they welcomed us with open arms there. At that time, we were there for several years. Their youth group was growing, we were growing, and so we left First Baptist and went to 2 locations where First United Methodist Church and First Presbyterian Church offered us facilities because we were so large. We needed to split up with the younger ones at one site and the older ones at the other site. We stayed there until last year, and last year when we wrote the grant, then we moved it into the schools.
Okay. Now you said you wrote a grant. So how is the Bridges program funded?
We write a grant through 21st Century Community Learning Centers. It is a federal grant that's run through the state, and so that gives us partial funding for it, pays mainly for the personnel, you know, and then supplies as the children need for different activities that are going on.
That's great. We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll come back, and I want to talk about all the wonderful folks who work with you.
Okay.
Just hope you join us.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Tax time is here again. Dreading the time and stress of filing your taxes this year? Let the trained professionals at King's Tax Service help you and to give you that peace of mind. Our dedicated team of experts will give you friendly and professional service this tax season and any time of the year. Also, ask about the refund anticipation loan. You may apply for up to $5,000. Don't let the deadline sneak up on you, and don't let filing taxes get you down. Come in and see us today at King's Tax Service.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Sheri Smith. She is the program manager at the after-school program, Bridges through SAFE. It's a lot of words right there. Now, I know we mentioned the personnel. You talk about the funding. A lot of that goes for personnel and supplies. What kind of, let me say, when I go to your agencies to do programs, I see a lot of retired school teachers, and that is wonderful.
It is. Yeah. We try to have certified teachers. We use retired teachers. Yes. We also use teachers that work in the schools now, and they just come over after they have completed their work. We use assistants that are in the school system, and then others also. And then we also have an AmeriCorps program, which we hire college students to come in and to help us. They take their classes at CAC, most of them in the mornings, and then in the afternoon they come in and work with us in the afternoon. So if you're a senior thinking about going to, I'll put a plug in, a senior thinking about going into education or maybe just needing a job, you get a small living allowance each month, and then at the end, the nice thing is you get an educational award, a scholarship, which amounts, next year it's going to be right at $3,000.
Oh, that's a big chunk of tuition right there.
That is tuition, books. It doesn't have, you know, whatever you need there. So.
Good. And that is great experience, because I mean, I think being with the retired school teachers who know how to teach and how to manage and plan for classes, what a great experience for these AmeriCorps students to see. Maybe they want to go into education, maybe they just want to work with children.
We've had several of our AmeriCorps that have become school teachers and even come back to Sylacauga to teach, which has been a real feather in our cap. We think they're excellent teachers. So.
Great. Now I know y'all stay in contact with the schools and the students' teachers.
We do. The way in fact, the reason Bridges was selected is we were trying to bridge the gap between the parents and the school teachers to us. Sometimes parents work till 5:30, 6 o'clock. They can't get to the schools for a conference or whatever. So we are in weekly communication with your child's school day teachers. You sign a release form to give us that permission to do that. We go in, we talk to the teachers. They have a form they fill out weekly and say, you know, Johnny has a big math test on Friday, so we know ahead of time that we can be spending that week reviewing for the math test. Then we can, when the parent comes to pick the child up, we can say, you know, we've talked to Miss So-and-so and Johnny has a big math test on Friday. Anything you can do to help him too, we're working with him here. So it's kind of a bridging the gap.
That's wonderful, because I know a lot of little Johnnies don't want to tell their parents they have a test.
Absolutely.
And that's probably very normal, but that is a wonderful thing to help bridge that gap there, just to stay in communication. And I know, have the students shown that their grades are improving, or behavior, or whatever they're working on?
They have. When we write the grant, we have certain goals and objectives that we have to write into the grant that shows that we are making progress or we have met that goal. Reading, math, and science are our three big ones for right now, but we also include the children making wise choices. We use a program, a resiliency program called Why Try, that brings in a lot of fun activities that the kids become engaged in, and then lo and behold, you're teaching them a life skill in there that they're catching on at the end, kind of a thing.
So nice to learn it when you don't really know.
That's exactly right.
That is great. Now, you mentioned STEM activities. Science, technology, engineering, and math.
That's right.
That's what STEM stands for. Just kind of talk about the type of STEM activities you do.
The STEM activities can be any of those activities, but the best way we have found to do it is to incorporate as many of those into the activity as we can. For example, and you can do it in other areas of curriculum also. For example, one of our teachers at Indian Valley has the students, they blow soap bubbles. And so they're doing art, but when they get that bubble, they're also measuring and calculating the diameter and that, so that's bringing that in. We have used Matchbox car challenges so that they're actually having to think about it, build the loop, build the track to see if their car can actually make that loop or not. We have made the tallest tower that can be made with solo cups. You know, that's a very simple activity to do, but then we measure that also to see. So there's a lot of science being involved, math being involved. A lot of times we will do research on the project ahead of time using our technology, using the computer.
So y'all have computers?
The children, you know, most of the children have theirs now with one-on-one, but we do have some iPads and iPods that the children are able to use.
Great, that's nice.
Yeah.
I know when I go in, I see them, either they're you know, collaborating with a friend, doing some homework, or working on a project, an activity y'all have, or they're reading, just having a great time with their friends.
Right.
And I love the bubbles and the cars. They think they're playing with bubbles and cars, but really,
but really they're learning something, we hope.
A lot of learning going on.
Right.
That's great.
Right.
That's great. Let's see. You stay in communication with parents and teachers. I think that's great. Any other things that y'all are doing that are fun? I know you go out. Do you go fish?
We do go fish. One group, we rotate it. Comer Elementary went last year. Mr. William Kelo and volunteers from First United Methodist Church, he graciously opens his home, his lake, so that we can come in. We have a short character ed lesson, devotional, and then the kids actually get to go and fish. Some of them know how to fish, some of them it's their very first time when they go.
Fun.
But William has been so kind and so sweet to do this every year for us. We go 4 weeks in a row. The First United Methodist Church provides a very nice snack for our kids when we get down there. And then after the 4 week is completed, they do a fish fry for us. And the kids actually, they teach them how to skin the fish. Is that what you call it?
Right.
Skin a fish?
Yeah.
And to fry the fish. And then we have a big fish fry, and the students walk away with a fishing rod and a small tackle box, all due to them, to William. And so we are so appreciative of him and his hard work.
That is wonderful. I mean, you never know when you're going to have a fisherman out there, somebody being bass tournaments, or scholarships there are
That's
scholarships
exactly
for fishing
right.
and things like
and
that.
the First Methodist Church men are just wonderful to go out there. So they take 2 to 3 students maybe at a time, so they get some individual attention. The hardest thing for the kids are learning to wait.
Yeah,
They want to catch it right then.
well, that's a whole lesson there. We can do a whole other just
it
learning
is.
to be
So,
patient.
right.
That's great. That's great. How can parents register their child for Bridges?
You can go to SAFE and pick up an application. It's located at 78 Betsy Ross Lane. The applications are there at the front desk with the receptionist. Marcia Tyler has those. And complete those, return them to SAFE, and then we will get them. If you have any more questions, you can always call me. My number is 256-245-1669. Or you can call SAFE.
Great.
So.
Well, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll come right back and talk some more with Sheri.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Call a local company you can trust. Ox Foundation Solutions. We use the most advanced water management system to stop water from invading your basement for good. Things feeling a little uneven at home? Ox Foundation Solutions will fix your uneven concrete sidewalk, driveway, or basement in no time. Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Tax time is here again. Dreading the time and stress of filing your taxes this year? Let the trained professionals at King's Tax Service help you and to give you that peace of mind. Our dedicated team of experts will give you friendly and professional service this tax season and any time of the year. Also, ask about the refund anticipation loan. You may apply for up to $5,000. Don't let the deadline sneak up on you, and don't let filing taxes get you down. Come in and see us today at King's Tax Service.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Silicaga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Silicaga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Sheri Smith. She is the program manager for the Bridges After School program, which is through SAFE. And like I said, my daughter went there. I can attest to the fact it is a wonderful program. We've talked about during the school year, y'all pretty much have school out, meet the same days that school meets,
Right.
not for two weeks during Christmas holidays and spring break, things like that. What about during the summer? I know childcare is an issue for a lot of people during the summer.
We are open during the summer at all of our locations, and we are open from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 in the afternoon. So that's 10-hour days.
It's a long day.
Our charge this summer, we think, will be $25 a week.
Okay.
It is located in the same schools at Indian Valley, Comer, and at Houston. We start off in the mornings, usually from 7:30 to 8:30 is a time to come in. They can bring breakfast if they want it. They can socialize. We have games out that they can play, board games, that kind of thing. And then around 8:30 we come together as a group. We meet and go over our agenda for the day, what we're going to be doing, that kind of thing. And then we start our day and then wind up at 5:30. We do provide lunch and one snack.
Okay.
The students are welcome to bring a snack to have in the mornings, and then we provide lunch and an afternoon snack. It is a busy summer. Let me stress that we do continue with academics and math, and have talked to the teachers to see what the students need to be working on. We want to continue that going forward through the summer so we don't forget anything that we've learned during the school year. But we do take a lot of field trips, and
I know you come to the library a couple times a week.
We come to the library twice a week. Yes, we always wait. That first week, the library is not doing their programs, and that's a long week. We like to come, so we come to the library twice a week. With that, we go to swimming once a week.
Okay.
We take usually one out-of-town field trip.
Okay.
Probably 4 of those during the summertime. We're open 6 weeks, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. Some of the field trips that we've gone on have been like, we've gone to Camp Chandler, we've gone to the 4-H camp in Columbiana, we've gone to the zoos both in Montgomery and in Birmingham. The big trip that we're planning this year is to go to Montgomery, since this is Alabama's bicentennial. Then we hope that there are going to be some special activities going on there this summer, but we definitely want to take the kids so that they can visit the Capitol and the State House and the archives and that kind of thing. So that's one we know for sure. We usually go to the McWayne as the summer progresses and it gets hotter. We try to find some indoor things to do. So McWayne always has things to offer, something new and different going on there.
No matter what age,
no
kindergarten through 8th grade,
That's
McWayne
right.
is great.
Yeah,
fun.
And so it is fun. So we have a lot. We are in the process of planning our summer right now.
Okay.
We definitely, we are sending out letters the 1st of March for our students that are enrolled now to see who's coming summer and who's not. And then we will open it up for others at that point to join in with us.
That'd be great. So they don't necessarily have to be a part of Bridges right now.
No,
to be,
if we have openings, then yes, they can join in. We have several that come just for the summer.
Just for the summer. That's great. Well, I know 7:30 to 5:30 is a long day, even with eating, and even if you come to the library for an hour. But I'm glad you throw a little swimming. That's something active. I know they're reading books. Y'all do read aloud, and everybody reads together.
We do read aloud. Fun. We have some library time where they can choose their own book to read. We try to do a lot of math games, STEM activities. It's a great time to do the larger STEM activities because you have a longer period of time to work with. But we also continue with our music and our Kid Fit and our dance and that too. And then we have a lot of guest speakers come in, and that breaks up the day. That helps out. The kids love that. I know Lauren Taunton came to one of the groups last year and did theater makeup, and the kids were so excited about that. So
that's nice to get people from the community, and y'all have a lot of partners, and we do too. It's so nice. People in our community are so willing to give their time.
It is. It is. I cannot say enough about our partners. First, starting with the school systems, we are working with 3 of the best principals, I think, superintendents and principals. But Marvin Moten is the principal at Houston, and he this is his first time last year to have a 21st century program. He was so excited about it and has just given everything that he can give to the program. And then we have Malia Brashear at Comer, and she was so excited also. She has welcomed us into the school and helped Miss Gail with everything that she needed. And then Dr. Monty Abner at Indian Valley has given us the run of Indian Valley pretty much for us to use his gym and his, we're located in the back building, but he's offered the library and the gym in the front building for us, and so I cannot say enough about that. And then also we have the library, which is a huge partner for us. When we started out, it was going to the library during the summer program, and then we said, is there any way we can continue this? We can't do field trips out too much during we started out coming into the library for a while, and then it turned out it worked better for Miss Mandy to come to us. And it has been great. It has been great. The kids look forward to that. We also partner with the Parks and Recs with the use of the pool and the recreational facilities around town. Jim and Linda Jones at Alabama Childhood Food Solutions have been great to us. They help provide us with backpacks for kids on Fridays.
Wonderful.
We go in and start that after the schools have gotten theirs, and we can go in and check and see who is in Bridges that is not getting one from the school, and we can follow up there. They have been most kind to us. You know, if they have any extra anything, then they'll say, could you use this fresh fruit? We've got a ton of apples left, and so we take those. And yes, so they have been really, really good for us also.
And that's great. That helps provide, if you don't know actually what Alabama Childhood Food Solutions does, they're providing food like for kids on the weekends.
Yes.
Maybe parents are working or just not able to provide, and that is a wonderful program.
We try, they try to do the food that the kids could operate themselves. You know, it might be
something with a pop top.
Pop top, yes, yes, or oatmeal, grits, that kind of things. That they could use a microwave, but not a stove. You know, kind of. So, yes.
And you said during the summer y'all provide lunch and a snack.
Yes.
During the school year,
we provide a light supper and a snack also. The food is provided at Sylacauga City by the Child Nutrition Program, which we have thoroughly enjoyed. Kelly Wasserman came to us and said, we'd like to try this for your after-school program. And so they have done that, and it has just been absolutely fantastic. Now, at Comer and at Houston, we get the food from Valley Foods, and they provide the food there for them.
Well, that is wonderful. I appreciate you so much coming, and it sounds like y'all are doing a wonderful job helping the students with all your partners and everybody that works with you. The goal is to help the students.
Thank you.
So, and if you would like to know more about Bridges After School, just call SAFE, and they can hook you up with the people you need to be with and get more information about signing your children up. Thank you so much for joining us on Library Connection today, and we hope to see you at the library.